you look at the third quarter of the game, do you look back at that now and say, we could have been better, or are you happy with the way that you dealt with it at the time and moved on?
Oh yeah, of course. That's the period where, especially at the start of the second half, we showed some great bit of play, and we didn't take the couple of clear chances that we had to go and score the try. They stay in there. In fairness to them, their defence was so they worked so hard. Obviously with 14 men, but they were in the fight the whole time, and we weren't clinical enough to take that chance. And again, if you take that chance at 15-9 up, it can be a huge sort of turning point in the game, because then they have to play a little bit more, and it can take its toll. So look, we need to be more accurate across the board, but that period especially was one that we've looked at a lot.
And just a word before we finish up about Scotland, what you expect from them. I mean, in terms of silverware, they're not going to go on and win a title or be in a chance to win the title. You've had a good record against them in the last while, but they're just one of the most dangerous teams if you underestimate them.
Well, we definitely won't be underestimating them. We know some of the big results that they've had over the last couple of years is away from home. I suppose they hadn't a good record away from home, and then in the last couple of years they've beaten France, they've beaten England, Wales as well, and did they beat Wales in Parky Scarlet? Anyway, they've had some big scalps away from home, and they're a team to be reckoned with. I know they've no championship to play for, but that's when they can be the most dangerous. They can't, because they've got nothing to lose. They'll want to finish as high up the table as possible. But also, any time you play a game, whether it's a November international, a summer international, Six Nations game that doesn't have something right on, it's very special. You're still playing for your country. You're still representing a lot, and we're preparing for their best performance, and they've got some outstanding individuals.
Have the opportunity now to win the Triple Crown at home. I think it's first time in 18 years. How special would it be to get that win in the Aviva?
Yeah, it'd be very special. It's obviously once we had lost that game to France, we set our targets on this, and it's the only thing within our control. If we can get a win, and if we can do that, then we're guaranteed a Triple Crown. And honestly, for us, then that would be a good thing. And then we sit back and watch the end of it, but we have to hold our end of the bargain up. We have to make sure we play really well. We need to perform on the big stage, which is where we're at. We want to perform for the people that come and watch us. So all our focus is on our performance. But yeah, it's nice to know if we do get it right and we get a win, that we've got a chance to lift some silverware in front of all those people.
Great, Johnny. Thank you.
Thank you.
There was a big impact made from the bench against England. Finlay Beanlin, Jack Conan scoring tries. Going into this weekend, if it's in the melting pot with 10 minutes to go, does that give you a lot of confidence knowing that you have that firepower coming off the bench?
Of course, that's that's why the bench is so important, and sometimes you hear coaches talking about picking people to finish the game, and they've got such an important role. I thought that Connor and Robbie were outstanding as well when they came on. Jack Conan and Finlay, obviously you mentioned, but Rob Herring, outstanding as well. Dave, I can mention all of them. They were, that was the difference, was the impact our bench made. If they didn't play well, we wouldn't have got the result that we did. So fair credit to them, and then whoever's on the bench this week needs to have the same impact, because it could come right down to the wire.
Cheers, Johnny. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.